Okay, hello and welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley, and today we're going to be continuing to look at more everyday slang. So we're going to look at, I don't know, 12 or 15 slang words and talk about related slang, how it's used, uh, other slang that is similar, how useful it really is, and then we're gonna do some exercises to kind of test the practical use of this slang in sort of real life sentences. Hopefully, real life sentences. Okay. Welcome to the class. Hello, Catalina.
Hello,
Hi. How are you?
fine, thanks. And you?
Good. Thanks a lot. Uh, where are you from? Paris?
From, no, I wish. I'm from Colombia.
Okay. Look like the Eiffel Tower behind you in your Google avatar.
Yeah, I was in a trip.
Okay. All right. So you went to Paris?
Yeah, I went to
All right.
Paris 1 month ago.
Cool. Very nice. Excellent.
Yeah,
Good for you.
thank.
Okay. Uh, also, I'd like to welcome Heidi. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How are you today?
Today, okay.
Okay. Pardon me. All right, ladies. We're going to get started here, looking at some slang words and talking about, see if we can come up with other kind of related slang as well, and talk about how we use this slang. These are very much very casual, everyday kind of slang that people use very normally in English. Uh, very very kind of normal slang. Okay. Oops. All right. There we go. First one, hairy. Well, of course, we can also talk about often slang words in English, extremely often, have another dictionary meaning, of course. Of course, Catalina, hairy, if you looked it up in the dictionary, would probably talk about hair.
Yeah,
Lots of hair. All right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. But what do you think hairy means in a slang way? Uh, do you
I'm
have
not
any
sure.
idea? Not sure? Okay, let me give you an example. Uh, I hate driving with David. He's such a terrible driver. It's so hairy driving with him.
Like, I don't know. He's crazy. He's a crazy driver.
Yeah, it would mean he's a crazy driver, but the situation is hairy. We often say, actually, we often co-locate hairy with situation. It was a hairy situation. No,
Like embarrassing.
no, not exactly. Heidi, do you have any idea?
Dangerous.
Yes, dangerous or risky or scary. Yeah,
Like,
okay. It's a really hairy ride at the amusement park. Oh, you have to go on the Death Ripper roller coaster. It's so hairy, like that. Okay. All right. Uh, okay, I'd like to welcome Aaron to the class. Hello, Aaron.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for letting me join.
Well, our pleasure. Where are you from, Aaron?
I am from Lima, Peru.
Lima, Peru. Excellent. Awesome. Welcome to the class. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you in just a second. Heidi, do you know anyone who's a gas bag?
Yeah, there are many.
There are many. Yeah. I mean, if someone's a gas bag.
Yeah, talkative or the person want to show to other people being very big person, like lying always. I can do that. I can.
Well, yeah. Right. Okay. A person who talks too much,
or a
but
big mouth.
yeah, like a big mouth. Very good. You remember yesterday's lesson. Excellent. Okay, but you are absolutely right. A big mouth is somebody who talks too much. Maybe talks about things they shouldn't talk about. He's a big mouth. He's a loud mouth is similar, but maybe more that he's very loud also when he talks. A gas bag, you're absolutely correct. A gas bag often talks about things to self-aggrandize, all right, to make himself seem better, bigger, more powerful, more special than he or she is. Also, a gas bag can also be like, well, frankly, like a politician. They talk a lot, but they don't really say anything. Well, politicians are very good at self-aggrandizing as well. Okay, so many politicians we could classify as a gas bag. That gas bag. Yeah. Okay. Make themselves more grand and wonderful. Okay, Aaron.
Yeah.
What is the gig? You talk
Gig.
about yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have no idea what it would be. Well, just one thing that pops up in my mind would be it has to do something with gibberish.
Okay. I can see your logic, but not really.
Okay.
Not exactly. Actually, if I remember correctly, and this is a long time ago, when I was a kid, I used to go ice fishing. I don't know how many of you guys have ever gone ice fishing, but you nearly freeze to death. You just drill a hole in the ice and you sit there. But there's a little tool. There's a little tool that you use that helps you tell when you're getting a bite. I think it's called a gig, but I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a long time, but that's a literal meaning. As a slang, let me use it in a sentence. See if you can figure it out. The band and I have a gig on Friday night at the ABC nightclub. We're supposed to make $500 for the gig.
Like a concert?
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, a public performance. Yeah, sure. Okay, usually rock, folk, or jazz. Normally, probably if you played in an orchestra, you wouldn't use the slang a gig. You would be giving a concert, be a little more formal. But I should add that, okay, the most normal meaning is to talk about a performance for a band or some kind of musical group. But it's broadened in use. So now, for example, if I have some kind of a job where maybe I'm a caterer, for example, I cater parties. All right, I bring food to parties. I can say, oh, I can't go to your party Friday night. I have a gig. All right, even though it's not really a performance, I'm serving food at a wedding or something like that, whatever. The kind of job where, like a band, where you get jobs from time to time and it's not steady work, we can say we have a gig. We have a job. So it's definitely broadened in meaning over time. Okay, Nader, you're here, but I take it you're not really here. All right, I guess he'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Oh, here's a good one, and very useful, and very, very very common. Catalina, what does it mean if you josh with somebody?
I don't know.
No idea? Well, maybe you know some other similar slangs. If you kid with someone, maybe, or you might say, oh, Catalina, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Okay. Right, you've probably heard that before. Yes?
yeah. Yes. Yes.
Just kidding. I'm just joshing. We can even use it the same way. I am joshing. It's a verb. All right, kid. Here's a verb. Obviously, kid has other meanings as a child or a baby goat. But as a verb, to kid someone, to josh someone. Okay, to tease someone, usually in a friendly way, right? You know that one.
Josh.
You guys,
Okay.
just joshing. Can you think of other idiomatic ways to say that you're just teasing someone? Can anybody? I'm throwing that out to the class. There's a couple more idiomatic ways to say it.
Maybe what is ticking? I've heard of ticking out or something like that.
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure.
Are you making fun of me? Maybe.
Okay. Well, okay. Making fun of someone. Sure, it could be, but making fun of someone is usually a little more derogatory, not playful teasing. Not quite. You might say you're pulling somebody's leg. I'm just pulling your leg. Ah, just kidding. Okay, you're lying just to get a reaction. Okay. Oh, I heard the new manager is from Samoa, and he was a cannibal. Oh my God. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling your leg. Not really. Okay. Or if you're really trying to get an emotional reaction from somebody, you might be pulling somebody's chain. Just pulling your chain. Well, it's a little more, pulling somebody's leg is really playful kidding. You might kid a 5-year-old, joke around and tell them something, tell them a lie, but just for fun. If you're pulling somebody's chain, you're really trying to manipulate them emotionally. It's a little more serious, probably. But
Okay.
all right, but the basic idea that you're teasing, you're basically lying to somebody just to get a reaction.
Okay. Are you saying that it might turn out in a serious situation
Well,
by pulling somebody's chain?
no, because well, it might actually. Could be right, because it's a little more serious. But usually any of these, the speaker, whoever's telling the lie, or whoever's doing the teasing, usually confesses to it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just pulling your chain. So hopefully, if the listener has a good sense of humor, you won't get hit in the head with a plate.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes you might hear goofing. I'm just goofing. All right.
Yeah, I've heard that once. Maybe in the movies. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Similar as a verb, goofing, joshing, kidding. All right. So there's a few there that talk about, and I don't know. Maybe it's cultural. I don't know. But Americans love to do this.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was about to say. American people, we often see them in the movies goofing or pulling somebody's leg, and
True.
they finalizes saying hey, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it's somewhat of a national pastime. I don't know. It's a hobby.
Yeah, something like that.
that. I'm not sure, but we all love to do it. I do it all the time myself. I can't help myself. We think it's funny, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, maybe to pull out some smile from a person.
Yeah, there you go. To get a smile. We don't normally say pull out a smile. We say give someone a smile. You can give someone a smile, or you can get a smile, like pull out a smile. Right, same idea.
Okay.
All right. Uh, Heidi, are you part of the jet set?
Yeah, before I travel,
Yeah.
but I'm not just that. Just that is a rich people, a group of rich people,
Yeah, pretty
high
much.
high grade of the society.
Excuse me again. Yeah, a class. You're talking about a class of people, which is what Heidi's saying here. That's right. Rich, fashionable people, people who don't have to work. Right.
Rich
Yeah.
and a lot of having a lot of time.
Yeah. Too much time. Sure. Yeah. So right. They don't need to work, so they're just traveling the world and going to parties around the world. Right. Okay. Maybe these days, nowadays, the jet set frequently might have an entourage. All right. They might have a group of people, their friends or whatever, that jet set around with them. This might be common. You see this nowadays. Rap singers and so forth. Okay. Here's a multi-purpose word. Nader, are you here again, or are you here again, or there again? We're not here yet. Okay. Aaron, what is jam? Okay, what is jam? What is jam in the dictionary, do you think?
Okay.
You know? A couple meanings.
Maybe when something is jammed, it's like stuck.
Yeah, very good. That's correct. That's great. Yes, when something is jammed, it is stuck. Right. I can't get the key out of the lock. It's jammed, like that. Right. Your key gets stuck in the lock. Exactly. The door is jammed. I can't open my car door. It's jammed. Very good. Okay. What's another meaning? Anybody? I'll throw this out to the class. Dictionary meaning. Does anybody have, like, marmalade? Very good. That's right. You're correct. Right. Similar to marmalade or jelly, but jam still has the seeds and stuff. Sure, you put it on your toast. It's a spread that you might spread on your toast for breakfast. Indeed. Absolutely. Also, as a verb, you can jam your toe if you accidentally kick the chair. All right, when you're trying to push the chair in to the table, you jam your toe. All right, so you strike it very hard, and you kind of like similar to stuck. You push it back. All right, now does anybody know any meanings of jam as a slang word? Aaron? Do you know any use of jam? Maybe with another word, for example?
Yeah, I've heard about jamming, but all I know or what I've heard about it, it was in a song of Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Jamming, something like that. But I
Oh,
didn't
no,
know.
that's
What
Bob Marley, Aaron. Learn your music.
Oh yeah, you're right, Bob Marley. Yeah. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
want to jam it with you. We're jamming. I hope you like jamming too. Yeah. I had a friend, I swear to God, you guys, this is absolutely true. If you know that song, Jamming, all right, by Bob Marley, I had a friend who thought the song said chow mein, as in the Chinese food. He thought it says, I'm chow mein, I'm chow mein, I'm chow mein. I hope you like chow mein too. Oh my gosh. This was years ago. Still makes me laugh. What a fool. Okay. Anyway, very funny. Uh, yeah, okay, but all right. Bob Marley was jamming away. To jam in music means to play basically improvised music. So if a band is jamming, of course, jazz musicians frequently jam, and that's what jazz is all about. They just play as they feel the music. They're improvising.
It's like a live session.
Yeah, well, it would kind of have to be. Yeah, definitely. And sometimes we can just use it as an adjective. There's some American bands that are known as jam bands. That's what they do. That's their thing. They have, regular written songs, but in the middle of the song they'll just start jamming. So every concert you see is different. They play the song differently.
Yeah. Mainly we see that on the concerts.
Right, exactly. Frequently you would see that in a concert. Correct. But then of course there's another co-location with jam, which we probably ought to mention, which of course is traffic jam, which, going back to Aaron's definition of jam as stuck, we all know what a traffic jam is, when you're stuck in traffic and the traffic's not moving. So also, the one thing we didn't mention is the one definition I have here. If you're stuck in a jam, okay, we often use in a jam, then it means you're in a difficult situation. You're kind of stuck. You probably need some help, some kind of problem. I lost my wallet. I have no money to get home. Can I borrow $10 for the bus? I'm in a jam here. I'm really in a jam. I need $10. Can you lend me $10? All right. So.
Okay, it's kind of a difficult situation.
Yeah. Right. So. There you go. Different jam has quite a few different dictionary meanings and quite a few different slang meanings. All right. While we were jamming, a lot of other folks have entered the class, so I want to say hello and do a mic check and perhaps talk to them a bit. Hello, Erwin. How are you? Erwin, are you there? Erwin, can you talk? No, maybe not yet. All right. Also, Igor has joined us. Hey, Igor.
Hello. How are you?
Good. What's new?
Oh, nothing new. Same thing, same plan.
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
There's a good one for you. All right. We just repeat.
Sorry.
Same old, same old. Oh, hi, Erwin. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
Good. Yeah.
Great. Thanks for joining us. Nice to have you aboard. And also Ali has joined us. Hello, Ali. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, okay, Igor, your expression there, that's interesting. We use the same phrase, different day. Same bleep, different day. Okay. It's quite common as well. All right. Speaking of slang and slangy kind of answers. All right. Nader, are you back here yet? I don't know.
Okay, excuse me, Oakley.
Sure.
The expression same old would be the same as the same
Yeah.
day?
Yes, it would. Pretty much the same exact meaning. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Nothing's
thank you.
changing. Everything's the same. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm learning. Thank you.
Great. You're learning. That's what we're here for. Excellent, Aaron. All right. Very good. Okay. Oh, where did Erwin go? He slipped out already. Okay, Igor. Igor, have you started collecting your nest egg yet?
Uh,
You have a
well,
nest egg?
there is some kind of cushion, but I don't think it's really a nest egg.
All right. Actually, that's very good. We can. All right. So, what do you mean when you say you think you have a cushion, but not really a nest egg? I totally understand what you're saying, but for the class.
Well, I mean that I don't have some great account, some great saving account. That's
Right.
little bit.
All right. So, account. He's talking about money. Money saved for the future or for retirement. What's another phrase we can use? Well, I don't know how to say it. When we talk about a future emergency or future problems,
Black
all
day
right.
money.
Okay. In case there's any problems in the future.
Black emergency funds.
Emergency funds, but we have a more idiomatic, slangy kind of answer. We say we maybe we. Sorry.
Plan P fund.
Oh, hi, Nader. Okay. Well, I was trying to get to save something for a rainy day. We talk about for a rainy day, meaning in the future. Yeah, life happens.
We just say black day money.
A black day?
Yeah, like money for a black day.
Money for a black day. Okay. Well, that's extremely logical.
That's what we say.
Right. I got you. Interesting. And Nader, what were you trying to say? Nader, what were you saying about?
Sorry?
Okay. Oh, never mind. I think I'm just confused. Sorry. Okay. So a nest egg is savings, maybe for a rainy day or for retirement. Okay. Very good. Let's try the next one. Ali, it's a bit nippy outside. What do I mean when I say it's a bit nippy? Ali, you there?
Yeah, I'm here,
What-
but
do
I
you
don't
think?
know. Yeah, I think that
Does it ever get a bit nippy at nighttime where you live?
it's kind of little bit quiet.
Quiet? That's not quite it. All right.
Just I guess.
Okay. No. Anybody else know what nippy means?
Very cold.
Very cold, and it's very often co-located with a bit nippy, kind of nippy. I don't know why, but we like to quantify nippy with these kinds of adjective or adverbial phrases, or adjective phrases, I guess. A bit nippy, these quantifiers, kind of nippy. We never say an extreme adjective. It's really nippy. Sounds really kind of weird. It's cold, it's chilly, but a little bit. All right? You can feel it. That's nippy, when you start to be able to feel it. Okay? It's not going to freeze your fingers off. That's not nippy. That's freezing. Okay.
So you're never gonna say it's a lot nippy.
Yeah, no, you would never say that.
Okay.
It's extremely nippy. That sounds totally weird because nippy is like saying warm. Okay, if it's extremely warm, then it's hot. Okay, so we would no longer need the word. So, all right, all right.
Here
Okay.
I found
Pretty
able
much
to
it.
change speed and direction easily. Like
Really? For nippy?
Yeah.
Really? No kidding. Dictionary definition?
Agile.
interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah. But now I've just saw that it is in the UK.
Ah, okay. Which
Yeah,
is
maybe
why
that's why.
I've never heard of it as an American. For what you just described, I would say zippy instead of nippy. All right.
Okay,
If
zippy.
someone, yeah, if someone is zippy, they can zip back and forth and change directions quickly. That's interesting. All right. See,
Yeah.
I can also learn vocabulary with you guys. All right. I did not know that one. Really, I didn't. Okay. All right. Obviously, okay, nippy, we can say chilly would be common. Oh, it's kind of chilly. Chilly is very close to nippy, by the way. All right. Catalina, I'm going to bring it back to you. Catalina, I think you know what this means. No sweat. You can handle this.
No sweat.
No sweat. It seems hard to describe, actually. You know, kind of. Why would somebody say no sweat?
No sweat.
I'm very bad with slangs. Sorry.
It's okay. Well, that's when you're in
I'm just
a good
learning.
place. Well, then you're in a good place. These are good ones to learn. These are very common. You see a lot of these in movies and in media, for sure, television shows and such. No sweat. Okay. Anybody else? Does anybody? Why would you say no sweat?
A piece of cake.
Sorry?
A piece of cake.
Piece of cake is a similar. Yes, we would use this expression in a very similar situation. It's a piece of cake. Sure, piece of cake. No problem. All right. Something that's easy to do. Right. It's a piece of cake. All right. Okay. Can you jump across the river on those rocks? Sure, no problem. Piece of cake. No sweat. It's easy. Okay.
Okay, I guess I got the meaning. With no effort, so you
Little effort.
you won't sweat anything.
Yeah, you won't sweat. A
Maybe
sweat, of course.
maybe that's the way, the meaning that by no sweat, with no
Right.
effort.
Right. You don't have to sweat. We sweat. Okay, our body exudes liquid because we're trying to cool off because we're exerting a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's what sweat is. Sweat's yucky. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Right. No sweat. No problem. A piece of cake. Okay. I should add that we can also use sweat. No sweat in a different kind of context. If somebody asks me a favor, can you pick me up at the airport? Yeah. No sweat. No problem. We often use it as a response to say, yeah, it's not a problem for me. It's no big deal, and I don't mind doing it. All right. So it's very common to hear this slang used to basically to agree to a request. No sweat. All right. Usually something, not really something like, can you close the window? You just say sure, and you'd close the window. But something, a little bigger favor, like picking someone up at the airport. Okay. No hoper. Heidi, what on earth could this mean? It's a no hoper.
Literally meaning.
He's a no hoper.
No hoper. Someone.
What's that? Someone?
Someone.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is someone. Well, pretty much as you might expect. Someone who will never succeed in life. Okay. Wow. Of course, you know, we would commonly use the word loser. We might even hold up our hands in the L, the international L sign for loser, to comment on what we thought about someone's chances of success were. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think loser's more common. I've rarely heard no hoper. It's not new. I've heard it before, but it's rare to hear someone say that. It's kind of funny because it's a little rare. But loser is super common. Commentary. Of course, it's rude. It's not polite. You don't call someone a loser. That's not kidding around, or that's not just kidding. That's a pointed put down. That's not just joshing. If you're calling someone a loser, that's not very polite. Igor, are you nuts?
Oh, well, a little bit.
A little bit. Good for you. Me too. Excellent. Now, of course, crazy, insane. I think many of you are familiar with this. There are a number of ways to say crazy or insane. Can anybody think of another slang for crazy? He's nuts.
Out of your mind would be.
Bananas is okay. Bananas is actually a fairly friendly way to do it. Out of your mind, okay, sure. Out of his, somebody's mind, sure. Okay.
Crazy man.
Creepy.
What's that?
Creepy.
Sorry. Creepy. Now, creepy's a wee bit different. Okay. Creepy means somebody is creepy. They're a little scary. All right. You may fear them. Creepy. Maybe they are crazy, but maybe you're worried they're gonna, I don't know, do something a little socially unacceptable, perhaps. Maybe they're following you around. Okay. Stalking you. That would be creepy. Or a man who's staring at you and doesn't stop staring at you. Maybe he is crazy, but that's creepy. It's scary.
Okay.
So,
how would you call those persons, unfortunate persons, people who speaks to themselves in the street? Maybe shouting or something like that.
Well, depends how polite you want to be, Aaron.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, if you want to be politically correct, you might, what would you say, mentally challenged? I don't know. Okay.
Mentally disabled, maybe?
Mentally disabled, okay, would be the very good, would be the politically correct way to say it. But of course, if we're talking to our friends and we're not worried about being PC, we could say it a lot of different ways.
What about unstable?
Unstable? Well, that's okay. That's more formal, and all right, that's kind of dictionary definition. Getting back to slangs, slang's an idiom. I can say they have bats. He's got bats in his belfry. Okay.
Belfry.
Yeah, belfry is the top of a church tower. Okay, where they put the bell.
Okay.
All right. So, got something running around in his head. Bats in his belfry. Okay. We actually have so many ways to say this. Okay, he's 2 sandwiches shy of a picnic.
Sandwiches.
Maybe 2 sandwiches shy of a picnic. All right, he's not all there. Okay, there's a lot of sort of idiomatic expressions to show that he's not all there. Okay. All right. What's that?
Cuckoo?
And what is
Cuckoo's a good one. Very normal one. What was that, Catalina?
freak?
Freak. Well, you're giving me a lot. That's closer to creepy. You're giving me the scary ones. Why is that?
The worst crazy man.
Okay. Okay, those are a little scary. Like cuckoo, bananas, got bats in his belfry. These are much more playful kind of slangs. that we kind of use. 2 cards shy of a deck, all right, 2 bricks shy of a load. There's actually a whole family of idioms we use those. They're cracked, all right, cracked.
Loony.
Bonkers, loony, or Looney Tunes sometimes.
Yeah, I like it very much. Those the Looney Tunes, the old ones.
The old ones, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all, folks. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, nuts, nutty. All right. Okay. Loony. Loony's interesting. Comes from lunatic. Lunar has to do with the moon.
Okay, okay.
So, okay, we've just got loads and loads of ways to express the fact that people are not well in the head. Not mentally well. Sometimes that's what I say. I'm not mentally well today.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. It's part of the lesson.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay. Slightly related. Let's kind of keep it moving on here. Nader, off the wall.
It seems I can read the word eccentric.
Well, you can read the half of it and you can extrapolate. So,
Sure.
okay, off the wall, extreme, unconventional. Now, we use off the wall basically as an adjective clause to describe people, perhaps, or like maybe I could say Lady Gaga is a little bit off the wall. Okay,
Yeah.
I could describe a show as being off the wall, artwork. Okay, basically I can use it as an adjective to describe anything. His architecture is a little bit off the wall. All right, somewhat eccentric or extreme.
Yeah, maybe the
Michael
Jackass movies.
Sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, maybe the Jackass movies.
What's that? Whose movies?
Jackass.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, maybe. All right. What else is off the wall?
Michael Jackson has an album off the wall.
Yes, he does, and Michael Jackson himself was a little bit off the wall. Honestly. Well, yeah, as actually, that's the first thing I thought of. A picture of Michael Jackson popped into my head when I saw this slang. Right, okay. All right. Now, something that's somewhat different. What's the difference between eccentric and cuckoo, or cracked, or bonkers, or loony? Can anybody tell me? What's the difference between being eccentric and being just crazy?
Eccentric is weird. Is a bit weird. Not
No.
to the crazy. Oh,
Not really. No.
Is behaving
Eccentric means
strangely?
you're. No, it means eccentric means you're crazy, but you have a lot of money.
Okay.
So
Is
people
your
have to be more.
definition?
That's my definition. Yeah, but it works. Michael Jackson was eccentric. Why? Because he was rich. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Really, okay. Maybe it means you're unconventional or extreme, but not really socially unacceptably crazy. All right. Really, but okay. Crazy rich. All right. Crazy rich. Igor just typed. Okay. That would mean you're really, really rich. You're loaded. You're completely loaded. You're crazy rich. All right. So you're using crazy as the adjective to describe as an extreme adjective to mean extremely rich.
Okay, but it doesn't mean that the person is crazy
And
himself.
rich. That's right. If you say he's crazy rich, doesn't mean he's mentally unstable. It means that he's really, really rich. He's loaded. He's got a lot of money. Okay. Catalina, on the mend. What might that mean?
I don't have idea.
You get all the hard ones. All right. If you were injured in a car accident, I might say, okay, Catalina's going to spend 2 weeks at working from home as she is currently on the mend. Okay. Right. To mend means to fix, to repair, or to heal. You can, right. Okay. So, right, to be recovering from an illness or injury, getting better.
Okay.
Can we say mending?
Yes, certainly. To mend, it's a verb, so sure, you can say, you can use the gerund form. He is mending now. Okay, well, that's a verb, right? Yeah. Right. He is at home mending. Okay, I think that's possible. Heidi, question? Sorry, thought I heard a question. Okay, Heidi. Anyway, on the rocks. A couple of different meanings here. A couple of completely different meanings. Couple of different, totally different scenarios.
On the rocks.
On the rock. Heidi.
Like drug?
What's that?
Drug?
Sorry? Oh, I'm muted. Okay. What's that? Sorry, I was muted for a second.
Uh-huh.
What did you say?
Bankrupt.
Bankrupt. No. No.
Maybe frozen?
Well, kind of. Frozen in what way? Maybe. You're very much.
Yeah, frozen in a way. Maybe when you are going to have a drink.
Ah, okay. You can order it
on the. Yeah, you can order it on the rocks.
Well, on the rocks means with ice cubes. Rocks being a euphemism for ice cubes. So that's right. You can have your drink on the rocks, or you might ask for it straight up. That means no ice. If you ask for it frozen, like a daiquiri or a frozen margarita, that's frozen. All right, you would say frozen. On the rocks means with ice cubes. Okay. Actually, bartenders have their own kind of. These are slang that customers know, but bartenders have all kinds of crazy slang. Bartenders and fry cooks, guys that flipping burgers. Believe me, they have all kinds of crazy slang. You wouldn't even have any idea what they're talking about. But it's kind of funny to listen to. All right, but on the rocks also has another kind of meaning. For example, we might commonly say, it would be very normal to say their marriage is on the rocks. All right?
What would be the meaning?
Well, if you think about a ship, all right? A ship on the sea, if a ship is on the rocks, it's in big trouble. It is perhaps on the verge of breaking up. That's what, when ships fall apart, we say they break up. So, similarly, like a marriage, facing difficulties, maybe on the verge of ending, usually of a romantic relationship, a marriage, or another romantic relationship, possibly a business. So actually, Heidi wasn't that far off when she was talking about finances, close to bankruptcy. Actually, that's true. That could be absolutely true. Talking about a business, your business is on the rocks. It's clearly not doing very well. Okay, where did she go? Aaron, have peanuts. Okay. Okay. Aaron, have you ever, in your younger days, have you ever had a job where you worked for peanuts?
No, not. I don't know that word really.
No,
I
no,
must accept.
not
Yeah.
literally, of course. Okay. If you work for peanuts, you work for very little money. All right. Sometimes
Okay.
when we're
Like
young,
pennies.
yeah, you could say work for pennies, work for peanuts. Right, you're
I
getting paid
Yeah,
very
I've
little.
also heard the word not even a nickel. Nickel meaning a very amount of money, a very tiny a lot of money.
Tiny amount of money. Yeah, a nickel is actually the name of the coin for 5 cents, five
Oh,
American cents. All right, 100 cents
okay.
make $1. So yeah, a nickel's not very much. Um,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Actually, that reminds me of a totally different expression. Um, speaking of almost worth nothing, we might use the expression I wouldn't give a wooden nickel.
Give a wooden nickel. That's
Okay.
extreme.
It is rather extreme, but actually it's very interesting. At one point, I don't remember what, I really can't remember my history that well, but during one of, and it's so hard when you're talking, during one of the America's wars, it's hard to remember because they've had so many.
Yeah.
During one of America's many wars, they needed to appropriate all the metal, so they did not actually make metal coins, and it must have been when a nickel was worth something. So I think it was probably maybe the Civil War a long time ago. But anyway, they actually used wooden nickels for a while as real money. But then, of course, when they started making metal coins again, the wooden nickels were worth nothing. They were worth a piece of wood, a small round piece of wood. But there are
Oh,
actually wooden nickels. They existed.
I didn't know that. And you mean that in the Civil War, the Americans needed a lot or all the metal they had in order
Well,
to
yeah.
put in for the service for the war's purpose.
Well, to make cannons and cannonballs to kill each other.
Yeah,
They didn't have
much like
anybody else to kill at the time, so they'll pay the money. They'll sacrifice the money. Indeed, they will. Okay.
wow.
All right. So this is an expression to also exaggerate no money. Nader, did you have a comment?
We have a similar expression. It is not worth a nickel.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let me see here. Hang on. Let's try a quick quiz. We've only got a few minutes. Let's see. Igor, maybe you missed this. Go ahead and read the question and see if you can pick the ABC answer.
Which would most people think of as being hairy, riding a 1200cc motorbike, driving a Volvo car, pushing a pram, and I have no idea.
No idea. What would be hairy? What do you think many people would consider as being hairy?
It's something like being crazy.
Well, let me see if Catalina, do you remember? Which do you think would
Riding
be
a
hairy?
yeah.
Okay, very good. See, you remembered. Okay, hairy means scary, something that's very scary or dangerous, right? Dangerous. It's a key word there. All right. Volvos are known as very safe cars. Pushing a pram could be hairy for some people if they're they're really nervous about taking care of a kid. A pram, It's one of those
Oh,
little
okay.
carts you
Baby.
put a baby carriage, right? You put a baby in it and take a walk with the baby. You push the baby carriage down the street. Right.
Mm.
Okay. So that's a pram. Nader.
If you're going to gig on Friday night, you'll be listening to live music.
Indeed you will. Okay. Right. Usually music, but again, it's come to mean a little bit broader now. It can be any kind of job that you're doing which is not regularly scheduled. Catalina.
Sorry, do you have any other meaning for gig? Because I see on one website people are freelancers. They say 2 gigs like
Oh, gigabytes.
gigabytes.
Yes.
No. I guess it's not gigabyte.
Okay.
No.
Right.
I guess it's like 2 tasks or 2.
Oh, it could
Okay.
be. It could be. As I said, freelancers. Okay, any kind of freelancers when they get a job, that's considered a gig. Any kind of freelancer. Right. All right. Great.
Yes. That's it.
Web designer's perfect example. Right. But of course, I forgot about gigs being, of course, short for gigabytes, which everybody says that, uses that as well. Okay. Catalina.
Most of our really nippy days come in winter.
Indeed, of course. Okay. And Aaron?
She started. Maybe the B answer.
Probably. She started acting strangely. All right, going nuts. You're going a little crazy. Okay, last one. I mentioned about, okay, your body healing, but we could talk about something else healing. If the economy is on the mend, this would be a very common co-location with the economy. Things are hopefully getting better. There's healing. That's right. Right. So we can use it not only to talk about healing physically, but about other more abstract things. Okay, lady and gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm kind of out of time. Got to get going because I got another class coming up. But thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you learned a little bit of useful slang that you can use. Thank you very much. See you next time here on Verbling.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Oakley. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
You.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
See you. Thank you.
See you next time.